folks, Draven here. Fuck, it's Saturday, so it's adventure day. We're going to be starting and hopefully finishing this one called Shut-In. It's meant to be very short, 1 to 2 hours, probably 1 to 3 with me. I got given this by Hidden Truck, Elliot at Hidden Truck, so thank you very much to Elliot. It's a short dark comedy horror adventure game which explores depression and isolation by trapping you inside your own house. So we shall see what it's like. Let us load it up. Go to that side. Oh, let's try. Oh, it's going full screen. There we go. That's loud. Right, let me lower that down. It's very loud. Right, hold on. There we go. And I can't change it. Okay. Hello. I presume it's space. Okay. Welcome to the game, if you can call it that. Here's where I should probably make introductions, explain how things work. You know how it is. But you seem smart. I'm sure you can figure it out for yourself. But maybe not. The keyboard, use the arrow keys to move. To confirm or interact, press space. Cancel, press escape. And if you want to use your current item, it is shift. I'm just going to keep a note of the shift because I'll probably forget it. No, we're not using a gamepad. You can skip through the dialogue by holding the page down. And you can toggle the screen. Okay, we're staying at full screen anyway. Well, we'll try and remember all that. He's not telling us again. Anyway, it's something o'clock. Get out of bed. Come on then. It's time to get up. Can we move? Space? Or not? You could always stay in bed, I suppose, if that's what you really want. So what'll it be? There, that wasn't so hard, was it? By the way, you might want to get changed. Put some proper clothes on. Maybe a pair of shoes. Something a bit less sweaty. Just head over to the wardrobe, and when you're ready, you have a busy day ahead. Alright. Bed. There's a lump in the mattress. The music's a bit monotonous, but I'm just going to bump the volume up a bit. There. Hopefully that's okay. And not over the top of me. I'll just turn off my viewer count. I don't like seeing it. There's a lump in the mattress. Interact. The sheets are getting pretty dirty. There's a weird smell, and that big suspicious lump in the mattress makes it hard to get any sleep. It's still a mess though. You must have some pride. Make the bed? Yeah, make the bed. You can't be bothered, what's the point? Okay, never mind. Your pajamas are comfortable, but not exactly practical. Get changed? Yes, get dressed. Ah, that's much better. Much more presentable. Your hair needs brushing, but you'll need A hairbrush. You should probably have a bite to eat too. You look malnourished. Oh, and wash your face. Also, your breath stinks. The list is endless really, and you don't seem to take very good care of yourself, but congratulations on getting dressed at least. Anyway, hurry up. You have a busy day ahead and it's already getting late. Head outside and get some fresh air. Why is it jammed shut? The bottom drawer is empty, but the top one is jammed shut. Something inside must be blocking the mechanism. There's nothing useful in the computer. But you're trying to beat your high score on Battle Kittens 4. Super Force. Can we do that? You didn't beat your high score 9 hours later. Can I look in the trash? It's half filled with miscellaneous rubbish. Most of it looks like junk food, but you can't quite see all the way to the bottom. Let's rummage through. Congratulations, you found more rubbish. Would you like to take some with you? Why not? Fine. Whatever you need. I'm sure it will come in handy eventually. Can we go? No, we'll have to go this way. That's odd, the door is locked. Do you remember seeing a key around here somewhere? Have a look around, maybe you can dig it out. I thought we'd looked in everything. Is it open there? The washing hamper is well over capacity, bulges slightly under its tremendous weight. Dirty clothes spill out everywhere from the top. The smell is not good. What about bedside table? The bulb's been broken for quite a while now, and the alarm clock's stuck on the wrong time. You've been meaning to fix them, but you can never seem to get around to it. So where's the key? Nothing here. Underneath the bed, through several layers of dust in here, there's a small metal key. You're not sure how it got there. Take the key, yes. Obtained a small key. Yeah, no, it's still locked. But perhaps instead of just trying to open it anyway, you could actually use that key you just found. Do you remember how to use items? Yes, shift key. But we don't have an item in our... We don't have an item. Inventory, Use the small key on the bedroom door, yes. We have unlocked the door. Looks like there's no use for this key now. We should throw it away. It's dark, the lights are acting up again. The music's loud, isn't it? Let me turn it down. Okay. What's that? Let's try and turn the light off. There are two plug sockets in the wall. The lamp on the table is plugged into the left socket. There's a loud buzz coming from the lamp and the bulb is flickering a lot. The plug has fallen to pieces. There's a slight gap where the fitting meets the wall. It looks like something is trapped inside, wedged awkwardly behind the plug, but you can't reach it. Well, we should probably switch it off first. Hey, peace and quiet. Okay, we've read all that. No, I don't want to turn it back on. I want to pull the plug. You pull the plug with all your might, but the plug won't budge at all. It's somehow fused into the socket. So we're going to have to find something, aren't we? There's a small table with a lamp and a notepad. Something is written on the notepad. It's too dark to read what it says. I have to put the lamp back on. Oops. All of a sudden, the light bulb explodes. Countless shards of red hot glass shred your face. You're totally blinded and spend the next few hours bleeding to death in agony. There must have been a power surge or something, but don't worry. Try again tomorrow. The electricity is dangerous, yeah, we know. Right, let's just so we can get the sound off. There we go. Right, let's have a look about. There are some old toys and pictures on the shelf, but you don't recognize any of the photographs. Who is this? We're going to get the same all the way along here. Ah, we can go downstairs. Can we put the light switch on? We can. It's flickering as well. Can we put this one on? There. The pipes are groaning and they must be blocked. Can we put this light on? Yay, all the lights are flickering. The bathtub is thick with damp grime. Looks like it has been used for an embarrassing number of days. The plug's missing, but there's still a shallow pool of black liquid at the bottom. And for some reason, there's a screwdriver wedged inside the shower head. You're no plumber, but you get the feeling it's not supposed to be there. I was going to flood the bathroom, but we need the screwdriver. Removed. Looks like bugs are coming out of the shower. Oh, unlocked. The handle is missing and the hole is too small to try to open it yourself. No, we're not, because we just used the screwdriver on the door. You scrape the screwdriver around inside the hole, but the door still won't open. Oh. The lock's in place and there's no way of turning it back. The mechanism must be part of the door handle. The stench coming from the toilet is overpowering but unfamiliar, some kind of rot. The toilet bowl is a lot deeper than it should be. It just goes on and on. There's something trapped further down, but it's hard to see all the dark, murky liquid. Let's dive in. Before long, the room is completely filled with insects. They crawl all over you inside and out. You're not sure what these things are, but they manage to strip your skeleton bare in minutes. It's pretty disgusting, but at least they seem to have enjoyed themselves. But don't worry, try again tomorrow. That is a lot of bugs, yeah, we know. Let's not take the screwdriver out. Can we do this? I just want to see what happens when you dive in. You reach in as far as you possibly can until the disgusting toilet fluid reaches past your shoulder. Your arm is just about long enough to grab hold of something. It feels like some sort of plastic tube, but it's stuck tight. You don't know how much more of this you can take. It sinks so much you start to feel dizzy. Pull hard. Obtained a plunger. but you'll never get that smell out of your head. You might want to take a shower or three. Are you gonna leave the chair alone? So, can we use the plunger on the bath? Use the plunger in the bathtub. You stick the plunger over the plug and give it a few tugs. You feel something in the drain come loose. Right, so the bugs... Oh, we got the door handle. Let's put the door handle back on here. Use the door handle, yes. You pull the handle back in its place. Hooked. But it's still loose. You need to screw it in to open the door. Let's take this. The plug's missing, that's okay, we've unblocked it. Use the screwdriver on the bath door, yes. No, I haven't really No! I just want to go out. Thank you. Well, that was a close call. Let's not go back in there again. Hopefully we got everything. Because we didn't test the toilet. Right, we could use the screwdriver on here now. Yeah, we already turned the power. Did that do anything? Now what? I wanted to use the... Can we pull the plug now? So, the screwdriver's not doing anything. Okay, let's head downstairs. It's hard to tell, but it seems like the stairs have been somehow torn to pieces. The darkness is thick here, you can't see the bottom. Looking down there for too long makes you feel sick. You don't remember how it happened, you don't even know what's going on in the first place. Regardless, the front door is down there. You'll have to find a way down if you want to go outside. If there was some way of measuring the distance. Yeah, just go for it. That didn't sound good. How strange. That was a much bigger fall than you remembered. Just how far down does this staircase go? There's certainly a ground floor here somewhere. Your mangled corpse is smeared all over it. By the way, that wasn't a very impressive jump. Let's just pretend you slipped, shall we? Don't worry, try again tomorrow. Do we have the screwdriver? Yeah. And the plunger. Can we use the plunger on here? Plungers are for unplugging drains, not lamps. Too dark. Can't use the plunger. Can't use the screwdriver. Sounds like there's bugs in there. Let's open it and see what happens. Okay, so we're getting knocked to the ground. You're not exactly sure what these things are, but they might. Yeah, okay, so we're dead again. Maybe you should hold it in. Hold what in? The bulb. Why not put that? Hold what in? Oops. We can't use the screwdriver on the plug socket properly. What happens if you turn the plug on? We've been there, right? Right, so whatever we do now, that light bulb's going to explode. Right, let's try with the light bulb being on and using the screwdriver. Well, we were expecting that, weren't we? What's this save me do? Oh right, save to which file? I'm thinking we'd probably muck things up. Can we see down there now with the lights on? We had the light on before though, didn't we? Can we throw something down there? Like the small key. Throw it away. That's odd. You didn't hear it hit the bottom. How far down does this staircase go? So we know how far it goes now. So we can't go down that way. We don't know how long that key was falling for. It would be pretty reckless to jump down there. Jump down anyway. We'll just try it anyway and see. That sounded the same. That definitely sounded the same. Do we still right, we've lost the key. This light's gone off again. Let's go back in here. Can we... Let's use the... Can we use the plunger on that? No. Ah, right, let's try the screwdriver. There we go. You blindly plunge the screwdriver into the tiny gap and jiggle it around until the mechanism springs loose. Looks like there was a USB cable stuck in it. We have obtained the USB cable. Can we use that to climb down the staircase? I still want to read the note. There we go. You firmly tie one end of the cable to the banister and drop the other end down the hole. You're not sure if it will hold your weight, but it certainly seems sturdy enough. So let's use that. Climb down. Descend. How long is this going to go on for? There we go. Looks like a hallway. There are drawings all over the walls. Oh look, it's your key. Well, it seems different now. You're probably just imagining things. Take the key. So we've got a few doors, drawn doors. It's a drawn light switch. It looks like a door, but it's just a drawing. Yeah, I still want to open it. Should we have gone to the first door? How far does this go? Oh, there's a window. The view outside the window is soothing today. Right, so that's the front door. There's a thick crust of dark veins running down the wall. What is this stuff? Your head hurts. So does the flickering. That's the living room. What was the other door then? Kitchen. Let's do the living room first. Television is on, but there's nowhere to sit. There are no walls, only chains. The armchair is suspended in the air by chains. You're not sure what the chains are hanging from. You can't see the ceiling if there even is one. You give it a firm tug, but it doesn't budge. The television is hanging from thick chains, but seems to be working just fine. The static drone of the screen is giving you a headache. You feel like you're being watched. Change the channel. Right, we don't go to channel 1. Well, you found a place to sit, or rather it found you. Your bones are pounded into dust on impact. Your death is quick, but it isn't pretty. Strange. You don't remember your couch being so heavy. But don't worry, try again tomorrow. Seats are for sitting and not standing under. Yeah, we know. Let's take the large knife. Hi Baron. You got your scrunchie along for playing with. Not much left of it. There. Did you want me to throw it for you? Did you want me to throw it? And then you'll take it straight back again. Oh, we can't take the knife. After a series of mechanical shudders, you hear a scurrying noise coming from upstairs. Who knows what it could have been? Your head hurts. You're starting to feel sleepy. The armchair suspended in the air. Whoa! You're back again with it. I knew you'd take it back. Yeah, there's a tail in the camera. Ready? Give it a firm tug, but it doesn't budge. I can't reach it over there. You have to take it back up on the desk. Right, I don't know if we're meant to do anything with the TV. We could try again, couldn't we? Let's try 99. Okay, it probably doesn't matter which channel you pick. It's not going to, unless we find a clue to a number somewhere. I'm not going through 99 channels. I missed what the clue said. Have we got the knife? Yeah. Let's go to the kitchen. We might have to go back upstairs and see what the noise was. Looks like something is cooking. The bin is empty. Looks like it needs a serious cleaning though. The microwave was sealed shut, the buttons don't move, in fact the door isn't even real. This is basically just a big plastic box. Why? What items have we got? Knife. I'm going to hold that just now. The cupboard doors won't budge an inch, something's barricading them shut from inside. Can I use the knife on there? No. We've still got the screwdriver. There's a massive iron pot on the oven that looks heavy. The pot is boiling violently. You can feel occasional tiny flecks of scalding hot water. I try and turn off the heat, but nothing seems to happen. Remove the lid? Bit dangerous. Your delicate fingers are no match for red hot metal. The heat makes you drop the heavy lid immediately and the entire pot collapses straight onto you. The burns are so serious you can't even get yourself up from the ground. Your agonizing death takes hours and hours and hours. But don't worry, try again tomorrow. I don't have my stream avatars running. I like it running. Let's try again. I wonder if we can use something on the pawn first. Wrappers, that might protect our hand. Okay, well we shall just try everything else. The plunger. You firmly attach the plunger and remove the heavy lid. The pot is completely empty inside. It's not even wet. But there is a tiny grey button at the bottom. Let's push the button. What was that noise? Sounds like it came from under the sink. We can't get in there though. There's nothing inside. You can't even see the back of the cupboard. You don't know how deep it goes. In fact, it looks quite roomy in there. Let's not go in yet, because I want to explore over here. The cupboard is mostly bare, but there is a lighter right at the back. Let's pick that up. Because we're going to need that lighter, aren't we? There's nothing in the fridge, it's not even turned on. There's a lingering scent of expired food. Right, let's get the lighter. Have that there. Let's go in here. Let's climb inside. A familiar smell coming from the oven. Okay, we're in a drawn. The microwave has definitely seen better days, but it seems perfectly functional. No, I hit the wrong thing. The oven door is completely stuck. You can't get it open with just your bare hands. There's an unpleasant smell coming from inside. It's recognizable, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It seems to be working fine just now though. Turn on the oven. I want to know what's in there first. Can I not use the screwdriver? Can't get enough leverage. Screwdriver's too big. You're almost just scraping it around inside the door frame. Try and force it in. Oops. It only took the tiniest spark to blow the whole room to smithereens. Needless to say, you didn't survive the blast. The only smell now is your crispy, obliterated carcass. Tasty. Don't worry, there's always tomorrow. Certainly like to kill the player off. I didn't read that. Oh, we're back here. We've got the lighter. We need to go back down here. Let's see what else there is first. There's nothing else in the cupboard. The fridge is missing, and there's thick ice covering. Well, the fridge door is missing, and there's a spatula in there, solid frozen. You could possibly pull it out by hand, but if we used the lighter. Or not. That's what the smell was. Gas. Okay. We can't use the lighter in here. Should get a new oven. Can we do anything with the oven? This gets less and less exciting. Right, let's go in here. Let's turn the oven on. Okay, so it's the gas. How do we turn the gas off? Should get a new oven. Can I melt the plastic? No. Let's leave the button. Let's go this way. Oh. Hold on. Can we not use... No, we can't use that on the cupboard. We can't use the lighter on there either. There's nothing in the bin. Looks like a door, but it's just a drawer. The power is on. Can we not put something in there? No, put the wrong item. Alright, I'm trying to get... Oh, we put the rubbish in the bin. Can I do that? No. So we're meant to do here then. Why does it keep taking us back to here? We need to go back upstairs, don't we? Let's press this button. Right, I'm not going back through just yet. Can we go out this door? No, we're stuck. Okay. No idea what that's meant to be doing. So that's the gas coming from the oven. It's stinking up the whole room. I can't take it out. Can I use... I'm not using the lighter. The knife? Let's try the screwdriver. Right, so we've got a spatula. What use is that going to be? Maybe back at the pan. Can we go back through? No, we can't go back through. No, I'm not turning on the oven. Ah! With a bit of force, you managed to pry the stiff oven door open. There's a sudden powerful stench of gas. The gas is on full blast, it's all you can smell. You feel lightheaded. The oven stretches back into darkness. So we could go back in there. You know all this gas is making you very sleepy. You try to carry on, but you're feeling dizzy and sluggish. You probably shouldn't exert yourself too much. Have a quick rest. We're in a different kitchen again. It's all locked up tight. There are heavy chains blocking the fridge door. They're attached on either side by some sort of thick, translucent build-up that looks like wax. What was that noise? Let's use the... if it's wax, then we can use the lighter. If I hit the right key. With a bit of patience, you melt through the thick wax, holding the chains in place until it can't take the weight of the metal. They fall away, unblocking the door. And the bulb blew. The darkness here feels strange, invasive, threatening. You can't see your hand in front of your face. You couldn't even begin to guess what horrors could be lurking all around you, but some things, somewhere, decide to quickly take advantage of the situation. They rip you to shreds in a frenzy. You feel them laughing as they scrape your bones clean. But don't worry, try again tomorrow. Okay, good, so we've got to do this quicker. Oh, we're back here again. What happens if I use the lighter here? Can't, okay. Right, we have to be quicker, so we have to push on. So we have to do this first pop. Wait, what happens now? There's a long dark corridor inside the fridge. We need to go in there. Looks like a hallway. There are drawings all over the wall. This is parked in the... Got a lighter. What could we do with a lighter? We must have to just go upstairs. We need to fix this, don't we? Oh. Right, we can turn this off now. And we can use the lighter on here, maybe. With the light from the flame, you can just about make out what's written on the notepad. There's nothing useful, it's just a phallic sketch. Your name is written underneath, a self-portrait perhaps. Oh, and the number 57. 57. That's obviously for the channel downstairs. Let's go back down to the living room. That should have worked. Oh, it did. So the door with the light switch next to it. This one. Strange material seems thinner here. It's like it's coming away from the walls. Can we set fire to it? Okay, what else can we use? Let's use the knife. You try and cut your way through the door, but the knife just isn't strong enough. Besides, you don't want to ruin the blade. It'll have to be the screwdriver. More appropriate if you want to tear the wallpaper down. Okay. Door to somewhere. We're back in another kitchen. Something smells delicious. There's a small amount of rubbish lying in the bin. No, let's leave that. You can just about see a crumpled piece of paper through the oven door. We have obtained a scrawled note. With a number lazily scrawled in black ink. 01. We've tried 01. Through the dim screen there appears to be some kind of blue squirming mass. You couldn't guess what it is, but it smells fantastic. The door is locked tight, but the power is on, and the buttons seem to be working fine. So is that... like 01 for minutes, but we don't know the seconds. The only other number we've got is 57. Let's try that again then. So how are we meant to... Let's have a look at the rubbish in case there's anything on the rubbish. No. Can we just use that on the microwave? No. What about if we just set it for 1 second? Unless it's upside down. If it was upside down, that could be a 10. Oh, I hit the thing again. How long do we cook it for? That looks like a fridge. It is a fridge. Nothing's opened up there. Let's just check out the living room again. Can we do this again? Just showing the same thing. Think there's any numbers elsewhere? Don't think there was. Cold, dark and empty. We use the lighter on it. No. Everything usually just cooks for 30 seconds, doesn't it? Okay, I'm not sure. What happens if we use a scrawled note on the notepad? Nothing. Can we use the spatula on the socket? No. What happened there? You pry the plug socket away from the wall with One quick motion, it snaps off with a flash and a bang. It's a good thing you weren't touching it. A burning smell lingers in the air, although it still doesn't cover that weird hallway smell. There's a toothbrush nestled inside, wrapped in a cradle of stinking melted plastic. What was the noise? Have they gone away? Do you think all the insects have gone away? The plug sockets have been torn from the wall, now there's just a big hole full of wires. So we did get a toothbrush. There's no noise now. Seems quieter, you think. The mirrors are broken, there's glass everywhere. Was there really that many mirrors in there last time? A lot of these... yeah. Unlike the rest of the house, the sink seems to be in perfect working order. There isn't a scratch on it. You stare into the mirror and your gaunt, sickly face stares back. You barely recognise yourself these days. There are deep, dark creases all over your face. Sweat and dirt cling to every crack. It's a shameful sight, but it can't be much worse than what's underneath. But you may as well try, right? Uh-oh. Clean or not, you're not great to look at. At least when it covered in dirt, you had an excuse. Maybe you shouldn't have bothered, but at least you washed your face. Congratulations, I guess. Your mouth is dry and fuzzy. Days of grime cover your teeth and tongue. You should really sort it out. Brush your teeth. You do the best you can, your mouth feels cleaner, but on closer inspection, the rot and decay are so severe it would take a lot more to fix that mouth of yours. Better than nothing, I guess. Congratulations. Do we need to do anything with this glass? Nothing. I just wonder if we should try a few other things in here. Yes. Plunger. Can we use the plunger? So there's probably nothing else there. Yeah, okay. Okay, so nothing else in here. Oh, why has it got an X on it? I hear a noise, but it sounds muffled. Congratulations, you found more rubbish. You're not taking any more with you. The room's twisted into an unfamiliar nightmare. But worse, your copy of Battle Kittens 4 Super Force has been replaced by its much hated sequel. A Presume that was maybe Battle. Battle Kittens. 6 Revenge of Space Dog. Play it anyway? Let's give it a shot. 9 hours later. It's even worse than you remember. Doors are empty. Although there's something moving on the bed. Mostly empty. Can we put something? Can we put the light on? Been looking for a while, the alarm clock's stuck in the wrong time. Looks like that lump in your mattress has gotten bigger. It's squirming around under the sheets. You should probably leave it alone. Let's stroke it gently. I guess that didn't work. Whatever that lump was, it's not very friendly. It tore your spine right out through your throat. It must have been asleep. Before you rudely interrupted, but don't worry. Try again tomorrow. That's not your bed anymore. Yeah, we know it's not our bed. So, is there anything we could use? We could set it on fire. So how are we going to wake it up gently? Why don't we just poke it? We still gotta get this microwave working. How about using the knife? That was messy, but it looks like that lump isn't a problem anymore. There's a knife sticking out of the lump in your bed. It doesn't seem to be in the best of shape. Pull it out? Yes. Obtained a ruined knife. Although there was a lot of resistance, and all this thick black sludge, they can't have done the blade any favours. You might want to check on your knife. A dull, corroded kitchen knife covered in thick, dark slime seems useless, but looking closer... Ah, 19. 0.19 would it be? So 1 minute 19. Possibly. For the time for the microwave. Set to that. 1901. There's an O. Oh, I wonder if oops, that has to be 19. That's 1910. Right. So I reckon it is 01. Because the 2 dots are there. But I think the other one's upside down. Because there's the 2 dots up there. So I mean that could be 61. But you can't have 61 seconds. So it's not making any sense, is it? Let's try this. I don't think this is right. That's definitely that way up. I mean, it looks as though it's 01, doesn't it? So why is it not 0119? That's the only 2 numbers we've got. I don't know. I'm gonna. That's only 2 numbers, so why isn't it accepting them? Something else we've missed. What about... What about 57, Charles? We've been everywhere. I mean, the ruined knife, that would have been something. It's definitely 19, isn't it? But why is there a point? 0.19. 0.19 of a minute? It's 0.19 of a minute. No, see, that's 11.4. There's nothing on the wrappers. It's definitely 01, isn't it? It's just a pity that you have to go through all this speech, because you could have just, I could have just forced it. I don't really want to do that. But I am going to see if there's any clues anywhere. Somebody's got a video. See if I can get to the microwave bit. Because I just don't know where to get. We've tried all the combinations and the numbers that we've been given. Just watching this video to see. If this person has got the number. He was trying the minute like I am. No. He's getting grumpy with it as well. Trying all sorts of different things. I'm just trying to see if he's back at the microwave. But he's got all the same items as I have. I don't know. I wonder. We got that small key again, didn't we? I don't know where that's for. Did we? Yeah, small key. We've got no more doors opened up. There's the fridge. It's just the living room. And we can't use the key on the door. It's not the right key. You're basically just poking a wall. must be something else in here. The drawers were empty, weren't they? Faint noise coming from inside, but it's probably nothing. There's some sort of black sludge everywhere. But yeah, we did check out the knife. Can't use the... No. Can we use anything on here? Can we use the ruined knife? Something. So there's nothing in here. We got the 57, wasn't that was for the TV. Glass everywhere. Something squirming inside. $1957, did we try that? It's getting annoying because we know we've got a heap of numbers, but nothing's playing, nothing's working. We tried the... We tried the 57, we tried 1957, we tried 1901, we've tried 0119, 0157. Nothing's working on this microwave. What happens if we... Can we try different channels? I wonder if it's channel 19 on the TV. Did we not try that? I can't remember. I thought we did that. Oh! What's that? It's your front door key. It must have fallen from the sky. So what about the microwave? Oh, that's probably not the right key. Front door key. Okay, so do we need to use the... Can we not... What did we use last time? The spatula? You've been up and about for a while now, and what a stressful day. It's pretty flimsy spatula to come to think of it. You probably shouldn't bother. Give it a shot. It's fine, but you're wasting your time. Okay. After a lot of work, you finally manage to scrape away the last of the strange wall material. Underneath is your front door. Looking at it makes your head hurt. After all of that effort, you're quite exhausted. Maybe you should take a rest. No. Watch some television. Have a nice sit down. You can always head outside later. He really doesn't want us to leave. Use the front door key. Yes, your heart is racing. You feel dizzy. Maybe this isn't such a good idea. You're trying to remember why you ever wanted to leave, and frankly, you can't think of a reason. You should stay inside. You slide the key into the lock and turn it with a click. Your head hurts. The door is unlocked. You don't want to go outside. You want to stay here. I want to go out. Well, the door is unlocked. Looks like it's time for some lovely fresh air. Why is it not? You know, it certainly is cozy in here. Why would you ever want to go outside anyway? Why is it not letting us out? Yes, I need to get out. Look, you don't know what you're thinking. Clearly, you're confused. It has been an awfully difficult day. You need rest, you need to lie down. Your hair is a total mess. You haven't eaten a thing. Don't go outside. Maybe try again tomorrow, when you're feeling better. Wait, please, just think about this. You can't leave, you're not ready to leave. You have nothing. You are nothing. There's nothing for you out there. This is your home, it's where you belong. Don't go outside. Why are we back in bed? Oh dear. That didn't go very well, did it? At least you tried. Not that it's worth anything. You can't say I didn't warn you. Maybe some things just aren't that simple. But don't worry. Try again tomorrow. Well, that's it. That's the game. Hope it wasn't too disappointing. Let's see how you did, shall we? It took you 1 hour 29 to finish the game. You died a total of 19 times. You succumbed to 9 of the 13 possible threats. And you found 13 out of 15 items. You wasted 18 hours playing video games, and you didn't even beat your high score. You didn't find the secret ending. You didn't unlock the rocket launcher. You were lazy. It took you a long time to get this far. You can't have been even trying very hard. You were reckless. You really didn't think things through, did you? It's a wonder you made it this far at all. You were stupid. You might call it creativity, most wouldn't. You tried out a lot of ideas, but none of them were very good, basically. Thanks for playing. Created by Kale O'Sullivan. I'm not sure what my Steam is doing down here in the bottom corner. Right, well, it was okay for a short adventure. I still don't understand the microwave bit, and I don't know where the secret area would have been. But yeah, it was okay. So thank you to Elliot from Hidden Truck Theatre for the key. Much appreciated. I am going to go get a coffee, and then we shall start having a look at the next game we have, the last show of Mr. Chardish. I'll just let this finish off. Is it gonna? It is. Right, there we go. Let's get rid of that. Right, I shall be back in a few minutes.